Do you want to know where God is? Do you want to find God? Because he says, seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall open. Wherever there is love, joy, peace, happiness, prosperity, that's where God is. God is love. Where there's joy, that's where God is. So knowing this, when confusion, anger, sadness tries to overtake you, you know to turn and go find peace and joy and love. And nobody can take that from you. You have to give it up. You have to relinquish it. Okay? The enemy works the same way as he did with Adam and Eve. They had a decision, they had a choice to make. They freely did. And that's what the enemy wants to do. Take your garment of salvation and you give it up to him when you said, okay, I'm going to walk in sadness. And you walk in sadness because you believe there's no hope. And you believe there's no hope because you're not looking to the Father. You're not trusting in God. You're not believing that God is going to do exactly what he said he would do. You're not believing that before you were formed in your mother's womb, God knew you and called you by name. And how do you believe that? By staying in the Word, by praying, by seeking God. That's where God is. God wants you to go to where he is. God wants you to go to where he is. Seek God. You got to start praying. You got to start reading. You got to start believing. You got to start eating that word and knowing that you know that you know. And when you know that you know that you know, you will not give up that garment because you're going to know. You will know that sadness cannot hold you because what is there to be sad of? If your Father owns everything, and you are his child, that means that is your inheritance. You are heir to the throne of God. So what is there to be sad about? See, stop looking at the wave. Stop looking at your now and start looking to God. And when you do that and when you stay in God and when you abide in the Father, there's peace, there's joy, there's happiness, there's abundance. That's where you'll find God. And if you find yourself outside of that, turn away and go to God. Start seeking and praying and getting in that word.